What's going on, Demon Killers? So, we're here to talk about X-Men Apocalypse. It's my movie review for, X-Men Apocalypse. Technically, I saw it a couple of days ago. But the reason I needed to wait to upload a movie review for it was for a couple of reasons. One, I have been busy hanging out with friends and working on No Fucks Given, the mixtape. The music video is almost complete, so that's going to be dropping soon. And yeah, man, I've just been busy with work and just personal life and personal things going on. But the second reason was because I needed to take some time to cool down, because that movie was just like Civil War. It left me speechless to the point where I didn't even know what to say in a movie review. And I needed to take a couple of days to really sink everything in and think about the movie that I just saw. Okay, so let's talk about how the movie starts out. The movie starts out in ancient Egypt. It starts out with Apocalypse. He has to every so many years, Apocalypse has to transfer into a younger body, or into a mutant body that he has not, who has powers that he doesn't have yet. At least that's the picture that the movie was painting. And it starts off in ancient Egypt, where he is transferring into someone else's body. And Apocalypse, the thing is they're inside of a big pyramid, and the pyramid starts to collapse, and he starts to get buried inside of it. And that's like the backstory of where Apocalypse really comes from. And then we fast forward to more of a present day. Not so much present day, but like it's kind of like in between. It takes place, I think, right after Days of Future Past. I think it takes place right after, like in that timeline. Now I'm not talking about the future. I'm talking about like the young Charles Xavier, the young Beast, the young Cyclops. It takes place around that timeline, and Apocalypse seems to rise again. And when he does, he recruits Storm and three others. I don't remember who the three others were. But bottom line is, I saw Apocalypse power. I saw his power. I honestly didn't think that the X-Men would be able to stop him, because he honestly looked like the way he used his power. He honestly looked like he could put Palpatine and Vader to shame. Like that's how ruthless and like he was. And he wasn't just like he wasn't just like ruthless evil. He was wise evil. And that's the most scary, is that when a villain is wise, intelligent, smart, able to calculate moves and stuff like that. And he looked like a wise villain. And that's what made him the most terrifying, is not only did he have the greatest power, but he also was very smart and very wise, and he did seem very father figure godlike. And as the movie went along, I started to become more and more afraid of Apocalypse. This dude seemed to have every single power under his belt except for Charles Xavier. And he ends up trying to transfer into Charles Xavier's body because Charles Xavier has that power of being able to reach out to all the other mutants, through Cerebro, and be able to communicate with them. And I guess that's a power that Apocalypse did not have yet. So, and in the movie, it also shows Wolverine escaping Stryker's base. It also shows that. It shows how Wolverine was able to escape Stryker's base. So that was another cool thing that I thought they added in there, and it was amazing. Toward the end of the movie, I totally forgot, because you need to understand, it's been a few years since X-Men 3, and I forgot how powerful Jean really was, and Jean was the one that defeated Apocalypse. Jean was the reason Apocalypse was able to be defeated. And another cool thing that they added. Look, I didn't like the X-Men Origins, where when Deadpool, like before Ryan Reynolds became Deadpool, but he was kind of Deadpool, like the prequel Deadpool in a sense. I didn't really like that movie all that much because I didn't like what they did to him. But at the end of X-Men Apocalypse, they do something pretty cool to connect the story in a good way. At the end of the movie, you guys are going to want to wait for a post-credit scene, because there is, of course, with every Marvel movie, there's most likely a post-credit scene. And in the post-credit scene, it shows the government taking out a tube entitled Weapon X, which is, in X-Men Origins, what they were trying to do. So it does connect the stories in a really legit way, I think. Overall, I rate this movie 10 out of 10 because it really did. It left me speechless. It was an amazing action movie, and it kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time. Everybody was fantastic in it. This new chick who played as Storm, I was a little skeptical of her playing Storm because in my mind, as soon as I see somebody playing a certain character, I always want that person to stay that character. Like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I don't want Ryan Reynolds ever changing. I want Deadpool to always be Ryan Reynolds. Same thing with Wolverine. I want Hugh Jackman to always be Wolverine. Period. And the thing is with Storm, Halle Berry to me will always be Storm. To me. Halle Berry will always be Storm in my eyes. So when this new chick came in, I didn't know how she would fare in with that. But she did a good job playing Storm. I have to admit, she did a pretty good job. She nailed the role. So, overall, guys, it's a 10 out of 10. And I highly suggest you guys go see X-Men Apocalypse. The next movie I have in my eyesights, the next two movies is Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart. And I so want to see Independence Day Resurgence. So bad. But anyway, guys, if you guys like this movie review, make sure you hit the like button, share, and subscribe. If you did not, I don't know what to tell you. Demon Killer Scorp is signing off, and we kill demons!